today we are on the hunt in the DFW area. We're going to start off in a couple spots near my house in Plano, and we're going to move on a little bit outside DFW to Prosper and Little Elm. We're going to check out probably 4 spots. So spot number 1, we're going to start with Sippin' Style Liquors. They just followed me on Instagram a couple weeks ago, gave them a shot a few days ago, and they've got a really good selection. So here we go. Alright, so this is Sippin' Style. First spot. Got the Bardstown lineup right here, the disco. On sale for $99. Very solid price for that bottle. As well as the entire Bardstown series right over here. You got the rye, the wheated, the regular bourbon fusion series, all at just as good of price as any of the major retailers. So definitely some solid prices. All the JD single barrels. 80 for the rye, 65 for the single barrel proof. That's a solid price right there. Giant Woodford for 70. All of the Michters. Got all of the Wild Turkey rare breeds, 60. They got the Willet 4-year rye on sale for 70. Come over here, got all the TXs, some Balcones, some Still Austins. Cast strength is at 80. I mean, you're not going to find a better price pretty much anywhere for that one. The entire Pinhook lineup at really solid prices. Some Basil Hayden. This is where I think his price points shine. He's got pretty much the entire Penelope lineup, including Valencia at SRP. $80 for Valencia right there. I got charged over $100 for one recently. Got some Four Roses new bottles. The brand new Penelope Peach Old Fashioned. It's got that for 30. Solid price point for that as well. Some 2XO. And like I said earlier, Penelope Estate single barrel. 10 years. $100. Not bad at all. Really solid price point there. Got all of the makers, including his store pick. Probably gonna have to pick one of those up pretty soon here. And then, like I showed earlier, solid pricing on both the toasted barrel, $60, as well as the regular small batch, $35, and the barrel proof, $75. So pricing over here is solid. You're not gonna find anything much higher over SRP. On top of that, you've got the entire allocated section back there. So you buy enough of these products at SRP, you can score yourself something good. So definitely come by, take a look if you're in DFW. I'm gonna show off a little bit of your allocated over here too. Do you have any more of that sweet wheat left, or did it sell out? Really? Okay, sweet. I'm definitely gonna grab one of those. So they got a solid point system over here. If you're a loyal customer, pretty easy to grab. Yeah, they got bundles. They got point system. As you can see up there, E.H. Taylor. I think it's single barrel, straight rye, barrel proof. They got pretty much everything you could want. Just bundle it with one of their bottles up there. Another bundle they're doing here is the Sant Matthias. What is that? It's a tequila with single barrel and barrel proof. So it's got the Russell CMB sitting on the shelf, a Stag, an 18-year Elijah Craig, Elmer T. Lee, Midwinter, Weller 12-year, Weller Full Proof, Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, a Knob 18. He's got the entire Grain to Glass series, and right there you've got the Rio and Havana sitting there on the shelf. These are all SRP if you spend enough in the shop. Also got the Four Roses single barrel proofs, the Woodford Estate Collection. This is one of my favorite bottles right now, the King Ranch edition. Full proof, bottled in bond, 1792. Baker's 13, and then the brand new barrel proof from Elijah Craig, A125. And then, in my opinion, the best from last year, C924. And they are getting ready to do a barrel pick with Doc Holliday. So gonna go ahead and give this a sample, let them know which one I think is the best one. A 12-year Doc Holliday right there. Pretty crazy. This is gonna be from their Doc Holliday pick. So let's see what we're working with. Good nose. I'm a huge Doc Holliday fan. Good Lord, that one's good. 12-year Doc Holliday. That one's good. Can I do this one? Yeah, okay, cool. He's gonna let me do the whole flight here, so I'm gonna tell him which one's the best. Not as much of a nose on this one. Oh, way better palate.
Thank you for walking. Have a nice one.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the one. Let's see. 10-year here. Much more standard.
How's that going?
Good, yours? Y'all doing alright? I see you got a Rio in.
Yeah, we would get a while.
Nose is decent.
What's that one with points plus $100? 99?
Ooh. That 10-year is really good, actually. So these are World Whiskey Society. Doc Holliday, 2 10-years, 2 12-years. And I would actually say I like the 10-year I just tried more than the first 12-year. First 12-year I did best nose, though. Alright, last one. Let's see. Solid nose, decent. It's really good too. It's hard to even pick on a Doc Holliday pick like that. I'm gonna turn the camera on. So 10-year. We got a 12-year, 213 days, 12-year, 213 days, almost 13-year. So I'm gonna go with that one. That one was my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this sweet wheat and we'll be on our way. So that's sipping style liquor. Got out of there with sweet wheat and show it off here once we get into the car, and then we will head to the next store. So that was sipping style Plano. If you're ever in the DFW area, go out and meet AJ. He's a really nice dude. He's got a really good shop, does a more than fair point system for all of his allocated stuff. Definitely stop by there, check it out. Just picked up the 1792 sweet wheat while I was over there, and next time I'm in there I'm gonna grab his Penelope Estate. So on to the next one. Here we go. All right, we are now at Top Shelf Liquor and Fine Wine in Prosper, Texas. Took a quick drive up here. Stopped at King's Liquor in Plano on the way up here just because I saw they were like now open. They had a now open sign, but apparently they'd been open for a year. The young lady in there was not too keen on me recording and was not too kind in my opinion. So went ahead and skipped out on recording anything for that one and moved on to Top Shelf. So we're gonna go in here. Met the owner a couple weeks back. He's a really cool dude. Check out their selection, talk to him, see what's coming up, and hopefully grab something good. So here we go. Stop number 2, here we go. All right, so we're at Top Shelf in Prosper, Texas, probably about 25 minutes from where I live. I'm in Carrollton. This is a bit out the way, but it's definitely worth the drive. We got quite a solid selection. As you can see here, Jack Daniel's single barrel for good price, $65. Heaven's Door, new OBSF, $60. The entire Origin series from Bardstown. You got the Weeded, the Cash Strength, and the Rye. Some solid bottles there. I'm gonna go ahead and pan over to this too really quick. They got a very solid tasting section. So you wanna try any of their barrel picks, any of their new bottles, it's all right here. Go ahead and give it a shot before you buy it. Let's take a trip down the bourbon section. Got some barrel picks over here. And then you got the entire Garrison Brothers line right there, TX, Still Austin, a lot of the snout to tail bourbon, 10 years for $100 right here. All of the Angels MB you could possibly ask for, and then a huge selection of Penelope. Pretty much every single Penelope, 2 full rows of the new Weeded. You've got the Peach Old Fashioned over there, $30 on that. It's a good price. Bottled and Bond for $55 from Heaven Hill. Really solid bottle right there. You got all the Basil Haydens. You got more Bardstown over here, more Origin series. Frank August right there. Got the Willet 4-year right here for $82. 113 proof. Horse Soldier. Every single one of the Jeffersons. Some Smoke Wagon right there. Some Sagamore. All of the Ben Holiday series, the soft red wheat Rickhouse for $80. Very good price on that. And this is a bit of a newer store, newer ownership. Owner's a really cool dude, nice dude. If you come in here, he's gonna let you try whatever you want just to make sure you like it before you buy it. They do pretty solid raffles. They have a good point system. They don't drag you through the mud with how much you gotta spend in here to be able to buy a good bottle. Got the High West right there. Rendezvous double rye bourbon. I love the Rendezvous. 4 rows of single barrel right here, $52. The entire lineup of Jack Daniel's single barrels. We've also got a Maker's Mark pick right there. And we've got the new Bullet Bottled and Bond right here. $62 for the Bullet Bottled and Bond. That price kind of ranges. I think that's a solid price for that bottle though. It's a good bottle. Peerless High Ride. We're gonna go ahead and make our way over to their allocation table. or behind the counter at least. Show off what they got and kind of talk about how they do it. All right, so this is some of their allocated stuff. They got everything under this little bench right here. You've got the Penelope American Light Whiskey 17 year, which I'm beating myself up over for not buying. You also got the Rio, the brand new one. Fortaleza, you've got the Kentucky Derby, Woodford right there, as well as some small batch. And how do these work in comparison to everything on the back wall here?
So when we have extras, we'll typically put them up there for how many points we think they're worth. Each dollar is a point. Everything up to here really is no points. It's just like new bottles or new bourbons, new tequilas that we got. So we just showcasing them.
Gotcha.
And then this is our monthly raffle. We do one every month. So, you know, it just gives everyone a chance that doesn't have 500 points or 3,000. Like this one, when we had extra, was up there for 3,000 points. So this gives someone a chance to, you know, win that without having those points.
Gotcha.
When we have a lot of bottles, we'll typically do like a bundle deal. So we'll say, hey, spend so much or buy a bottle with it, and we'll get you a bottle with it for MSRP usually.
Awesome.
So a few different ways, you know.
Yeah, so small batch, if y'all are in the DFW area, you come by, you buy, I think it's one of their, is this one of your picks or no?
No, this isn't one of our picks. It's just, you know, another bourbon
Uncle
bottle.
Chickens
We
right
like
there.
to showcase different bottles.
So you buy one of those, you get a small batch at MSRP. It's very fair the way they do these. These are probably the best allocateds they've got, and they raffle them off to paying customers. So it's a good way to do it. They also got the point system back here, as you can see on that back wall right over there. And got some crazy Don Julio over there in the case as well. But yeah, if you're in the DFW area, come check it out. They're a little bit outside in Prosper, but some solid selection on the regular aisle. And then with the allocateds, they get the majority of the popular ones. So come check them out. All right, y'all. That is Top Shelf. Snuck away with a few bottles. Did not end up getting the American Light whiskey. Definitely really wanted that bottle, but for another day. Hopefully I end up picking it up at some point post MSRP, pass on it at $100 at Specs, and kicking myself over that. But it is what it is, you know. You miss out on some. Yeah, hopefully I get one on an auction or in his raffle, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, just picked up a Sazerac because I was out of that. Picked up a Bardstown Weeded for my Weeded review coming out this next week, and grabbed a bottle of vodka for my mom that I'm gonna drop off to her. So if you are in the Prosper area, go out, check out Top Shelf. Really cool people. All right, y'all, so ended the video after Top Shelf actually didn't end up hitting those last two spots. So picked up the Sweet Wheat from Sip and Style, Bardstown Weeded from Top Shelf, as well as a refill of Sazerac Rye because I was out. Those two weeders I picked up will be on my weeded blind coming out Friday. And Monday, probably next Monday, over the weekend, I'll hunt those other two and get that video out in the evening on Monday. So be on the lookout for those two. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.